Hello everyone, today is going to be a timeless reading, so whenever you see this is when you needed to see this. This is going to be your guidance for this week, your upcoming week, so 7 days from the day that you see this.
So 7 days to this very hour? My watch broke, how am I going to know the exact hour?
Forget hours, this day, 7 days from now.
But there's a holiday coming up, do you count the holidays?
Even though it's not a Sunday or Monday, it's just for the upcoming week. Alright, here's your guidance. You got swords, what is it, three of wands in reverse. Okay, here is the words you come up that come with the card. I'm not going to go off the card and the words only. Let's see what we get. Okay, so this week you're going to be experiencing what I'm feeling is a lack, or you're already experiencing a lack of motivation, a lack of energy. And so because you're experiencing that, you're experiencing that because of like obstacles and delays in your plans and your goals. Things are not going according to plan, and that leaves you to be unmotivated, right? All these unexpected delays, setbacks in your progress, right, lead to frustration. So that's what you're going through, right? Or what you're going to go through. So, and this is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing, right? This is something for you to prepare for, so that you're not feeling like, oh, this is happening to me and I'm the helpless victim, and you know, the universe and the world is not on my side, right? Because that's a part of the illusions that create more and more setbacks, and that create more and more of the procrastination. So how do we break through that? What is it going to take for, what is it going to help? What is going to help you to break through that? With everyone, it's going to take something different. So I also wanted to add that it's important to embrace, right? That's why this is coming up. This is not a warning. This is not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace, so that you're not feeling like going into the victim mindset, right? So be prepared for that. Allow yourself to feel that without judgment, right? It's usually that judgment that we're angry that we're feeling this way, or we're angry that life is this way, and that's why and that's what triggers the depression. That's what triggers that spiraling and the cycle, the negative cycles, the spirals, right? So the key is the perspective switch, which is to embrace it, right? To embrace it. Look, this is not a bad thing. This is not happening to me. It's happening for me, right? So and to embrace it, right? And you're going to be like, things are not ideal, and how can you make that? How can you turn that into magic? How can you remind the darkness of its light, and that it was love in the first place, right? Like, that's what all of these obstacles are for. That's the higher purpose of it all, right? So your reminders, your guidance is to remind yourself of that. When you feel that frustration from the obstacles, from the lack of progress, when you feel lackluster of energy and motivation, all right, then you need to remind yourself that you're allowed to go through this cycle. You're allowed to go through this stage. It is not the end all be all, and that it is a natural part of life. It's a natural part of life. So if you surrender to the natural energies and cycles of life, you're able to transition into the next cycle a lot easier, right? Because we're not just rejecting it. We have to get through it. We have to get through it. We have to go through it, go into it to get through it, you know, whatever it is. All right, so I want to pull one more for your inner goddess from the inner goddess deck, and what it is, it's going to help you to get through that. Specifically, you got this card. What is this? Creatrix. Yes, how serendipitous is that? To remind yourself, no matter the obstacles, no matter the lack that may appear around you, that is all an illusion, and you truly are the creator of your reality, right? When you think about it, right, it all starts with what you think. It all starts with what you think. Your perspective shapes how you feel, and how you feel shapes what you do and how you act, and that shapes your reality. So you really are the creator of your reality, and all starts with how you perceive things, all right? So you don't perceive the things that happen to you as a form of punishment. The universe is never punishing you. So you always ask yourself, you stop and you're like, okay, what is the highest good that I can receive from this? What is a possible good that could happen from this? What is the wisdom, right? The lesson that I could receive from this.
When a problem comes up, one of the best things to say is, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe.
A lot of the times, like, that is the good, that is the blessing, is the lessons, And a lot of the times we feel like it's a punishment because like, oh, we didn't get anything good, nothing good came out of it. But a lot of the times the lessons is the most valuable blessing. All right, so yes, remember that you are the creator of your reality. I'm getting attracted to the green eyes and her green shirt, right? So it's like creating from the heart, creating from your heart chakra, like tapping into your heart chakra, and so leaning into your emotions, nurturing your emotions, embracing them, right? That is the key to reminding yourself, pulling yourself out of that victim mindset and into the creator mindset. Right, and I'm getting attracted to the 18, so like forever young as well. Like youth is also a mindset, so don't ever think that you know, because I'm at this past this certain time, or I'm not there at that, I'm not there, so I, you know, like there's no like, that's all an illusion. There's no actual blueprint to follow, or you know, but society has laid that out for us to make us feel like we have to in order to be what we want to be, but there really is not. There's no timeline. You can be on your own timeline. Allow yourself to be on your own timeline, all right? And youth is energy. Everything is energy, all right? So start with that. Start with nurturing your own energy, and that's how you manifest. You manifest that energy when you nurture it from within first. You're able to physically manifest it into your reality after you nurture it from within. So whatever you believe, your beliefs come to reality, all right? So focus on healing your limiting beliefs by embracing them, forgiving yourself and for being there in the first place, and figuring out what is a wound, what is a limiting belief that has allowed this to manifest in my life, right? And then, right, doing that alone, the awareness, right, is such a big game changer.
So I just want to make it clear that by that I do not mean to start blaming yourself and taking responsibility for other people's actions and every single thing that happens to you in your life. But I do mean to know that the universe is a mirror just reflecting back to you your beliefs. And that is what shapes your reality. Like, I think a toxic relationship is a perfect example of this, and I have personal experience with it, so I'll speak from that. It's like when you have a partner who betrays you, lies to you, manipulates you, abuses you, it's clearly a reflection of their own character. And because everybody's responsible for their own action and choices, no matter what the circumstances are, you always have a choice of how you are going to react to things. Even if it's just a subconscious reaction, you still have the choice to bring that to your conscious mind and to work on that and to heal that wound so that you can react in a more healthier manner. So it's always our own responsibility how we act and how we see things. But even in that toxic relationship where it's their responsibility for the way that they abused you, it's still your responsibility for the ways that you settled for that behavior, that you settled for the confusion, the lack of clarity, the lack of commitment. And you know, you make all these excuses for these hopes and these potentials when you're in these toxic relationships. And that part is on you. Right. And so it takes two to tango, and we got to get ourselves out of that victim mindset without putting all of the blame onto ourselves. Right. And to take it where it fits. So look at your own actions and your own beliefs and how you allow for things, how you settle for things, and I don't want you to victim blame yourself either. Well, you allowed for that to happen because you went out to meet that guy or whatever. That's definitely something that you're not going to blame yourself for. You didn't know any better, right? And it's their fault that they chose to abuse you during that meetup. It could have been just a regular meetup like you thought it was going to be. So it's very nuanced. It's very nuanced. So yeah, you know, I guess that's how you explain it. Like, in that scenario, you would be blaming yourself for what they did to you. And so like, that's how you know that's never a healthy form of accountability, and that's just victim blaming. So hopefully that was like good enough examples for where we can, you know, sort of discern that difference. But yeah, you know, I guess we could think of it this way, where it's equally as important to hold yourself accountable just as much as you hold others accountable. So it's important to allow yourself to make a lot of mistakes, infinite mistakes, so that you can allow yourself to grow from them instead of repeat them. These are the lessons or the themes for the upcoming week. This is how you sort of guide yourself through these energies in a healthy way. So your upcoming week is going to be about coming to awakening to all of their limiting beliefs so that you can break through the patterns and the chains and the generational curse of victimization and codependency, and take accountability for all the parts in which you were enabling yourself and start to empower yourself, right? And so but you got to break through, you got to realize all the ways that you were disempowering yourself. So this is the theme for the week.
All right, so that is your guidance for this week. Thanks for listening.